Olá, boa noite. O Exou Biribó, hoje com o vídeo 3 de Memória. Alguém do passado, portando o bastão mágico, transformou em pedra pessoas na época do Geron. Ele, unido à noviça Braida, conseguiu ficar com a máscara do esquecimento, mas acabou nocauteado, mudando a cena então para a princesa Sádia, que, traída por seu mercenário, acabou desacordada na floresta e sem o bastão. E é com ela que seguimos agora. Marcas.
This is so confusing.
Arbusto de baias vermelhas.
I think I've got enough.
Ela tem? Ah, já tem aqui. Agora achar um caminho aqui fazendo labirinto, né? Estou marcando todos os caminhos por onde eu vim. Bambi?
Oh, great. I was following the tracks of this deer the entire time. I hope I can find my way back.
Eu devo voltar? E se eu continuar seguindo?
Could these be the bastard's tracks?
E agora não tem lugar nenhum para lá pôr as baias aqui. E nenhum outro lugar para seguir, tem que voltar. Ela veio de lá e não é por aqui, então tem que ser pela de baixo. Por lá que ela veio. Agora ela está vindo do mesmo lugar que já esteve. Para lá que ela foi da outra vez, né?
I was right. He was here. First he ate my rabbit, and then he threw my dagger into the tree. He seems to be mocking me. Looks like he didn't want it after all. He threw it just so that I can't reach it.
Restos de coelho.
He must have rested here, with the rabbit I caught. Nothing left for me. The bastard gnawed all the bones clean. A recently broken twig. Another track.
Monolito.
A lonely piece of rock, like so many others here. I wonder who wanted to prove something to someone with this.
Corda com laço.
There's an old rotten rope hanging here.
Agora eu tenho que voltar e achar a adaga. Ainda bem que eu marquei. E que eu não marquei com miolo de pão. Que os passarinhos iam comer, eu ia ficar perdido na floresta. Agora, corda para pegar a adaga. Agora vamos para lá, de onde eu ainda não fui. Passei de novo pelas azuis, que azuis.
The thorn bush is full of little spiders. Hey, wait a second. Torn pieces of fabric everywhere. He must have actually climbed over here.
Ele passou por aqui. E eu posso cortar esses espinheiros aqui.
At last. I'm not going one step closer. Not before I'm sure that there's nothing lurking behind this web.
Bastão.
I will not go one step closer, not without a weapon. I need something more impressive to fight that thing.
Algo mais impressionante. Vou tacar fogo? Mas eu não tenho a madeira que eu tinha. Eu cortei mas não peguei a madeira. Arbustos.
It's more or less dry. Hard to believe with this fog.
Os arbustos.
That won't suffice as a weapon.
Os arbustos com as pedras de fazer fogo.
To make a fire, I need to somehow bundle the kindling.
A corda com os arbustos faz uma rama, um buquê. Agora taca fogo no buquê com as pedras de fogo. Isto. E agora pega o fogo e queima a teia.
Now the staff, quick.
E a aranha gigantesca vai embora?
Ah, Princess, I just braced myself for the next 1,000 years.
There's no time for that. Which way did he go?
Back there? Over the tree trunk.
Mas ela não pode acabar com aquela aranha enorme usando
Good.
bastão?
It's not following us. We're safe. So, do you trust me now?
You only saved me, so I can tell you where your treacherous guide fled to.
Then stop doubting me and start trusting me.
I'll only trust you when you tell me what you're planning to do with me.
Nothing. I'm not planning to do anything with you. It's entirely up to you whether you help me or not.
I don't believe you.
I'm going into battle, a war for which no one can predict the outcome. I'm following a path that cannot be planned. I take what I can get, and like a rope artist, I weave a safety net from it. I'll only know that when the time comes. All I can do is fall.
Why do I have the feeling this can't possibly end well?
Trust me, I've taken more precautions than you know.
Nível Plus.
What happened here? Looks like a battle took place. The wood is still smouldering. Somebody was here a short while ago. Oh, finally a little warmth. Judging from the size, 2 people must have been camping here. There are still a few pelts lying in the tent. They left everything behind in a hurry.
Cavalo morto.
No. I can smell something besides blood. Don't tell me that coward poisoned his dagger.
Vai fazer que nem o Gero no outro jogo e tirar pedaço de couro do cavalo?
Flies have already infested the wound. I'm not touching that meat.
Não. Flechas aqui na árvore.
That's certainly not Rahwan's arrow, but I'm sure it was meant for him. It's stuck too deep in the tree, but without a bow, it's useless to me anyway.
Ela não sabe jogar jogo de aventura, ela não quer encher os bolsos com coisas que não servem para nada. Entrou no portal.
Finally, the first stage of the journey is finished. But I'll never make it up there without a guide.
I thought you were prepared, mistress.
There are people by the waterfall, and at least one of them looks awfully familiar. Draconia lies somewhere behind these mountains. The first leg of the journey is over. For the second, I need someone who knows his way around here. And unfortunately, I only know one such person.
O traidor?
Byrondra. I think his blade was poisoned. If only you had used a sword and not that cursed bow.
Stay calm. If you get upset, the poison will spread through your veins even faster.
Are you sure no one followed us when a Fakina jumps out of the bushes? The rest of the tribe can't be far behind.
Don't worry. He has no hair. He's an outcast, dishonored, a coward who poisons his enemies. I'll make him pay for this.
Those are Rondra Amazons. I heard their fortress was west of here. But what are they doing so far out this way?
Don't worry about it and get out of here!
No, I need that bastard. Only he knows the way to Draconia. May the gods be with you. I see you've captured a Fakina.
Who are you?
Dizer a verdade, mentir ou fazer uma outra pergunta? Verdade.
My name is Sadia. The Fakina was supposed to guide me through the Rashtulian wall before he knocked me down and robbed me. Thanks for catching him for me.
Don't listen to her. Can't you see the darkness in her eyes?
I have the situation in hand, Mother Lioness. You were careless to trust such a man. A Fakina without hair is a Fakina without honor. A man without honor is a man without love for the gods and without pride, and therefore capable of anything. Where was he supposed to guide you?
Dizer a verdade, mentir, mudar de assunto. Dizer a verdade. Como eu já disse, Dracônia.
I'm going to Draconia.
To the Council of the Elements? Why?
I want to join the Holy Army there and fight the battle in the Gorian Desert.
Then we have the same destination. Not Draconia, but the war.
Shoot her. She is evil.
You're speaking in delirium. Please calm yourself.
Falar sobre o deserto goriano.
Is there any news from the battlefield?
The troops from Zorgan are on their way to Angkopal, ready to attack the center of evil. They're only waiting for reinforcements, which are currently camped outside Draconia. Meanwhile, the hordes of darkness are gathering in the Gorian Desert. A glorious battle lays before us.
A missão.
You're very young for a warrior.
When fate overtakes us, we can't wait. We must act as we are commanded. That can be difficult for outsiders to understand.
Believe me, I understand.
A few moons ago, our highest lioness had a vision from our goddess Rondra, a burning red lioness, the symbol of our goddess. 20 ears of grain, only half of them ripe. They stand for me and my sisters, and the statue of a mighty female warrior, embraced by a demonic creature. It's been long since we've had such a clear sign. When the lioness speaks, we obey.
Ferida.
What's wrong with your companion?
We were at our camp below the fog. When the Fakina surprised us, he slew my sister's horse and poisoned my sister with his dagger. We took him prisoner and withdrew here to avoid further attacks from his people. Fortunately, the poison is harmless, but induces fever, dreams, and drowsiness.
Libertar o Ferkina?
Why don't you let the Fakina go?
Never. He's too dangerous. It would take a divine miracle for me to let a cowardly murderer like him go free.
I'm going to take a look around.
Yes, but don't approach the prisoner, or else you'll feel an arrow in your hand faster than you'd like.
You're so nice to her.
She's just like me. It won't be easy to coax her into giving me Rahwan.
Unless...
Will you help now after all?
I might have an idea, but I'll need his necklace for it.
What are you planning?
Bring me the necklace, and I'll tell you.
She's so young, certainly not older than 15. Rahwan first slashed her horse and then poisoned her with his blade. I can barely imagine what a dirty fight it must have been.
Escudo e capacete.
There's a flaming lion engraved on the shield, the sign of the goddess Rondra.
You're serious about taking the armor of those battle clerics?
No, that would be foolish. I was just thinking about what I'm going to wear when I go to war, and whether we're going to fight side by side.
You really cannot wait to die?
If you don't understand, then shut up.
Pedra.
Another stone.
Corre para a pedra seca. Pintura de caça. Pintura de acampamento. Pintura de homem. Pintura de colheita de fruta.
An apple is hanging from a tree, and a man is picking it. A group of people peacefully sitting by a fire. 2 men hunting some kind of misshapen beast. A man with a spear. The painting shows a woman with a child in her arms. The image of a dragon.
Bring me his necklace, and I'll show you something.
No.
Não é para eu jogar a pedra nele. Ah, daqui de cima fazer alguma coisa? Rama.
The 2 branches are entangled and pushing each other up. How unusual. I can't get the branches apart with my bare hands.
I see what you're doing, and I advise you to leave it be.
I have to do that more indirectly.
Modo mais indireto. O feitiço dela é pra quê mesmo? Mandar as pedras viverem?
That probably isn't magical enough. That probably isn't magical enough. I better not annoy her, otherwise I'll end up like Rahwan.
Não vai colocar a máscara do esquecimento, não.
No, that's mine, and it's going to stay that way. As long as she's lying here, the girl will be occupied.
Cascata. Teria que vir alguma coisa descendo pela cascata aqui. Mas ela não tem nada para fazer isso. A rama?
If I threw the branch from here, the girl would notice, and I don't feel like answering any more questions.
Então eu volto lá para cima e solto a rama na cascata.
Almost. If only the water level weren't so low.
Tem que aumentar o nível da água. Pedra grande. Corre para a pedra grande.
That won't lead to anything.
Não.
I won't drink until I know I'm safe here.
Jogar a pedra na armadura?
I can't reach that.
Não. E agora ela perdeu a rama que ia passar e pegar o colar. Não, não perdeu, ela pode recuperar aqui.
The current carried it back to shore.
I see what you're doing, and I advise you to leave it be.
I have to do that more indirectly. I don't even know where I should start.
Aqui o salto d'água a pedra. Corre para a pedra grande. Agora subiu a água. Eu não vi subir nada. Mas para o jogo funcionar, acho que tem que ter subido. Sim.
Thanks. Perhaps you remember the vision I sent you in the burial chamber as an explanation for the blood ritual.
You mean the image of my bleeding hand, the smouldering incense bowl, and you?
Correct. Well, you can't talk to the prisoner since the girl would get suspicious. But you could send him a vision and ask him to get on good terms with her.
And how?
With the spell of vision sending, which I now place in your hands.
Ganhou mais um feitiço.
Cast it on the necklace in your bag, and I'll explain the rest.
Vou fazer isso então, já que esse é o tutorial.
The spell works only on someone you have a personal item from, and you can only send visions of things which are nearby by using 3 visions only. You can tell the prisoner that he should get on the good side of the Amazon.
Using 3 visions only?
Yes. Direct his attention to his tormentor, then to him, and finally to a symbol for friendship and sociability. He will, without fail, associate these 3 things with one another. He can't defend himself against it. The order of the visions does not matter.
Símbolo da Amazona, símbolo do vilão.
That was wrong. Send him a vision of the girl, of himself, and of a social gathering. He will, without fail, associate these 3 things with one another. He can't...
Amazona Velha. Rachual. E Campfire Paint.
Shut up!
It didn't work.
Wait for it.
Please do me a favor. Take this piece of cloth from my cloak and gag the Fakina. No daughter of Rondra deserves such abuse.
Pedaço de tecido da Amazona.
A piece of the young Amazon's cloak. Ow! He tried to bite me. Let him yell at the girl. It's not worth it to me.
Enviar visão para o tecido da Amazona. Escudo da Amazona. Rachuel e catar fruta.
What is it?
I had a vision from my goddess. She instructed me to pluck the prisoner from the tree like an apple. I must follow her command, but I need your help.
What should I do?
I fear for my sister should I let him go here. Take my horse, which you'll find behind the waterfall, and carry the prisoner up the hill. Once you're far enough away, let him go and send the horse back to me.
You can count on me.
Thank you.
Right. There we are. I'll let you go. And in return, you must keep your promise and guide me to Draconia. Agreed?
Agreed.
Then hold still, so I can free you from your bonds.
Já que você mostrou que é confiável várias vezes, eu vou te soltar então.
Do you really want to do that? He already betrayed you once.
Don't worry. I know what I'm doing.
He almost killed you! Didn't you say you knew what you were doing?
Yes. I fell, and you caught me. I just didn't know how you would do it. So you can transform flesh into stone.
It looks like it. Yes?
I thank you.
My hands!
And now to you. You know, I actually pitied you, the outcast Fakina, whose own people no longer want him, who had to subjugate himself to the laws of the city and sold his honor just to survive. But the moment you hit me over the head with that bone, You lost all my mercy. I'm ordering you one last time to take me to Draconia. You'll feed me when I tell you, and you'll guard me when I sleep. Once I have arrived there safely, with the mask, only then will I restore your hands.
My hands!
That's right, you bastard. And if you don't obey me, I'll transform the rest of you as well.
My hands! They're stone!
Ah, very good. You're awake.
You? What are you doing here? Where's the demon?
Actually, I just came to fetch a few items, but I saw the two of you lying here, and I thought I'd build a fire. One chills so easily around here. Your haunted look tells me that you also have the dreams now, yes? By Rashtul's Kells, what a mess. Have you succeeded in solving the riddle in the meantime?
Não. Os sonhos.
Yeah, I also dreamed of Sadia.
Believe me, I did not want that. I'm sorry, but it is not too late. Forget everything you have seen, just as you would forget every other nightly dream.
Why? What's so dangerous about it?
Oh, Sadia's story itself is harmless. It's only the end which you must guard against. One who carelessly tackles the end is dealing with forces which were better left undisturbed.
I don't understand a word.
And it should remain that way.
E o demônio.
The demon is Sadia's magic staff, right? Or someone who has it, and thus also has its power to petrify people.
Ah, then that was the scene in the Rashtulian wall which you just saw. Unsettling, isn't it? That poor girl, all alone in the wilderness.
Don't try to dodge the subject.
Garon, who or what has caused this calamity doesn't matter. Just solve my riddle, and everything will be as it was.
How did the riddle go again?
As the stone over the scarab, so rules the scarab over the stone. Enter if to you the answer is known. If not, then forever your life I'll own. All we need is the answer, right?
Adivinhar a solução, ou rubi a pedra, ou desistir. O rubi é a pedra?
The stone is no mere rock. It's Sadia's ruby. She's a descendant of the Mogul, and the ruby is an heirloom. She was planning to use it in some way.
An interesting idea, but it doesn't explain much. Well, as I see it, we haven't really come any further.
Not if you leave me groping around in the dark.
Garon, I'm just a simple merchant. I'm also your friend. If there's something I'm keeping from you, then I'm only doing it to protect you.
I didn't ask for your protection. I want answers.
The answers you seek are dangerous, Garon. I'm warning you. Ignore the dream, stay away from Draconia, and beware the Garden of Oblivion. If you leave the gate to Draconia sealed, the visions will disappear on their own, and nothing bad will happen to you or your friend. But if you pursue this path, and make only one single mistake at the end, then a fate worse than death awaits you. On the other hand, if you just solve my riddle, then everything will be fine. Why don't you take care of her?
Brider, get up. We've got him.
What happened? What kind of dream was that? And by the gods, who made a fire here in the middle of the crime scene?
That was him. Blast! Where did he go?
Oh, my head.
Brider, what do you know about a place called Draconia?
It's an ancient fortress in the Rashtulian Wall. Built by dragons. Alric Bodiak's speciality. Why?
Because I'm tired of these games, and because I think we'll find our answers there.
You're not a simple would-be hero, are you?
No, let's go home. I'll tell you everything on the way.
Capítulo 4.
What a night. I can hardly keep my eyes open. How's your wing?
Better.
Good. Then let's try again. Do you remember...
Capítulo 3 completo. A nossa vitória sobre o mal, a nossa viagem em barco por Svelte, todos os nossos encontros divertidos.
Do you remember that dwarf in the Tash Mountains?
The one with the blue beard? He was funny.
And the knight Bogomil Rathling?
The two of them were always arguing.
And the grouchy fisherman? And Isida, the gypsy?
I liked Isida.
Deu certo.
And do you also remember...
Nossa vitória sobre o mal.
Isn't it a wonderful feeling to have defeated the seer and finally be free?
What was so bad about him? I liked him. He had such a funny beard.
You're mixing everything up. He didn't have anything like a beard.
Yes, you did that well.
And now think about...
Falta força. Mais pensamentos positivos. Nossa viagem em barco por Svelte.
Before we reached Enqui, we went rowing on the Svelte, past fields and windmills.
There were lots of cows.
And the sunrise. Do you remember that?
Yes, behind the mills.
We were quite an heroic couple. We defied the greatest dangers and saved Andergast. Just you and me.
And the raven. We were the best.
You did it! You can fly again.
Yes,
What is it?
I forgot what happened to the raven.
Oh, Nuri.
I want to leave it all behind me and start over. I want to fly across the ocean.
Chin up. We'll get through this. Bryder and I want to find out what Fi is hiding from us. And once we know that, we'll finally be able to solve the riddle.
Is this still about the story of that princess? That was all such a long time ago. What about now?
Nuri, I have to know Sadia's whole story. And for that, I have to talk to Master Bodiak. He's the only one who can tell us what Draconia has to do with all this. Only once I understand it all will the two of us be all right again. And we can finally forget all the terrible things forever. I don't see Ulrich at his window. I hope he's here. They seem unimpressed. Braggart. I better stay in the background.
Ugh, yeah.
Bryder? What are you doing in there?
Detention. Absence without leave. Scrubbing latrines.
Have you talked to the master about Draconia?
No, and he isn't here either.
Where is he?
He lives on the edge of the clothmaker's quarter. From the harbour, go up the hill. His house is right on the corner by the wall.
I don't believe my ears. Did you just tell this man where Master Bodiak lives? We expect much more out of you, Bryder. Stop disappointing us.
She didn't do anything wrong. It was my fault.
And you, Birdcatcher, leave the court immediately.
I'm sorry. If Bryder's description is correct, this is the master's house.
Então é isso. Hoje vamos parando por aqui. O Exou Biribó, agradecendo a presença, o apoio, as dicas, a torcida, desejando boa noite, até amanhã. Por enquanto eu fui.